World, Nicholas Coriano here, back again. We're making this series about real estate, specifically real estate in Florida, but just real estate in general. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about days on market. And I think if you've shopped real estate, right, you commonly see this term, days on market, average days on market. This is my good friend, Peter Albert, real estate agent. How long have you been a real estate agent?
18 years.
18 years. How long have you been working in Fort Myers Beach as a real estate agent?
It's been about 12 now.
12 years. So you're obviously well versed in Fort Myers Beach real estate. But what more generally for novice home buyers, second home buyers, investment home buyers, investment condo buyers, what is this days on market term? Average days on market. What does that mean?
Well, obviously, it's the day from the listing that you put into MLS to the day that we close is the days on the market.
Okay, MLS. What is that?
Multi-listing surfaces. Yep.
Okay, and that's where all real estate agents put up or automatically put up.
Correct. That's where all real estate agents can view the property, as well as it also is marketed out to you, the consumer.
Okay, so if I go into a market, let's say, and it says days on market, I'm looking at a home, they send me a few homes. One of the homes says 90 days, another home says 400 days, another home says 1,000 days. What's the difference? What should I take from those numbers?
Well, traditionally, obviously being on the market, the longer you're on the market, there's two reasons why. It's overpriced is probably the biggest reason for what the property is truly worth. There's two things that sell a home. There's features and benefits, and there's the price. And it usually comes down to the price. The beach is a little bit different. And the reason being is
when you say the beach, you mean Fort Myers.
That is Fort Myers Beach is a little bit different. And the reason being is traditionally days on the market would be negative. Sometimes it's really not, because we have seasons. So when our season ends in late April, if you hit the market in May, there's a good chance you're going to stay on the market probably till next season starts.
Rewind that for a second. So you said negative. Sometimes the number's negative. What did you mean to say that? Or?
No, what I mean is that it's negative, negatively viewed as a consumer. If it's on the market,
so you said, like you said, you put it in May at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And then you're saying basically you might not sell it till next season. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yeah.
So that's what you're saying might be negatively viewed because it's such a long time on market. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have over 2 million people visit this area per year, mostly during season, which is January through April. After that, we go into our summer months, which go from May all the way through September. Now, if you list it in the beginning, you really need to price it properly, because if you don't, it's going to sit on the market. Usually, we're now coming into October. This is where season begins. We have our Europeans that come in between October through December, and then obviously January it starts. Things start to really heat up.
So optimally, if you're a seller, you want to be listing now, September, October.
That is correct.
Getting ready for the influx of people coming in, higher probability of selling. If you're a buyer, do you want to be doing the opposite? Do you want to be waiting till the end? I know this is a different market where there's not a lot of supply. There's not a lot of inventory. So it might not work like that, correct?
It doesn't work like that to date. And the reason being is maybe years when I first started, that concept did work. We had a lot of people waiting till the summer to come out here, figuring they're going to get their discount. We're running at about 262 units as of this morning. That is a combination to multifamily, condos, and single families. Okay. And so we're running low. We normally run in the high threes in inventory. Pretty much everybody's waiting till next month or the month following.
How many total units are on the island? Do we have that number?
Yes, we do. We actually know there's about 7,800 units, excluding places like Pink Shell,
certain condo associations
that act as a resort.
Got it. So unlike, I've bought property in the total opposite of what Fort Myers Beach is, right? I'm in upstate New York where the average days on market sometimes is 2 years, right? And it's because of a low demand.
Correct.
Now, I've seen this little trick, and you tell me if this is warranted or maybe should be done by home sellers or home buyers, right? It's on the market for too long. The real estate agent pulls it off, waits a couple months, and puts it back on. So the average days on market. So when somebody looks it up, it looks shorter. Is that a tactic that should be used by home sellers if they're on too long, or is it the pricing?
It's the pricing.
It's the pricing.
And we see it. Our MLS now can show if you've done that, if you take it off the market, you don't go back to zero. You can see that has been on the market, even though it's been taken off. It just shows that it's been on the market for that period of time. So I think the best tactic is either price it properly or even below market. I'm going to tell you right now, if you do it that way during season, you will have a feeding frenzy. You will get multiple offers.
So you're saying start a bidding by pricing it. And again, the disclaimer or caveat, and you tell me if I'm correct here. This is because there's a high demand here.
High
You can't do this in Buffalo, New York, where people are not moving to Buffalo, New York, or Herkimer, New York, where there isn't. Or you're saying that might work there too if you put it
It always that always does apply. I think it applies more. I am sitting on about 20 buyers right now that are looking for a specific property. Unfortunately, that specific property doesn't come on the market always.
Yeah.
I have a current customer now. I've probably sent her 100 listings, and it's not fitting her needs. Eventually, we'll get it. But once again, I'm not the only agent on the island that are sitting on these buyers.
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you hit the market, people are watching, they're waiting. They have it. You know that they're sitting there.
Yeah, they have filters. I mean, I love shop real estate. I have filters preset. My realtors call me when I meet the criteria. So the same thing's happening with
The
that.
same thing is happening here. That's why the tactic of pricing it properly, or even a little bit below market value, will generate more than one offer.
Exactly. You don't have to take the offer.
You don't.
Right? All right. So average days on market. That's the explanation. Where can they find you? How can they reach you?
You can reach me on my cell for any questions, 239-645-1758, or you can email me, peter@askagentalbert.com, or visit my website, peteralbertrealestate.com.
We'll have more videos for you guys soon.